Now that I've showed you how to calculate weighted averages and standard deviation from weighted data, that is data with frequencies, of course, now I'm going to show you how to do it more easily on your graphing calculator. And these are directions for the TI-84. So one thing we want to do is we want to make sure to enter our data values in a list, all right? So you're going to do it like before, edit, and I'm going to go ahead and enter the data values in list 1. And after I do that, I'm going to enter the frequencies in list 2. It's very important that both lists are matching, that they're the same length, or you will get an error. So make sure that you have the same number of data points in both lists. After you're done, you're going to press Stat and Calc, and you're going to go over to one of our stats like we did before and press Enter. Now, you're going to need to specify your data list by second stat in list 1 and the frequency list by second stat, in this case list 2, and press Enter. Now, I don't know if you noticed it, since this was a one-line entry, basically I need to separate list 1 and list 2 with a comma or I will get an error. Now you can also create a histogram. So how do we do that? Make sure your data is in list 1 and enter the frequencies on list 2. Then press second stat plot, plot 1 and enter. Make sure you go to that third icon right there and press second list for X list 1 and change that to make sure it's right. And then second list for list 2, and we have list 2 as frequencies. And then press graph, and if necessary, zoom 9. So that's zoom 9, zoom stats. And if you need to, you can see the prior notes, how to change bin widths and the minimum and the maximum and the height. One thing to note, if you have this frequency, if you have that list 2 in the frequency and you later decide to graph data that's in only one list without frequencies, you better change that back to 1. Otherwise, or you can just clear your calculator and it'll be fine.